Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler. This time we return back to something that is one of the biggest frustrations of, let's say, the last couple decades of Star Wars Home Video releases. Not as bad as not having, droids and Ewoks as full season sets or anything like that, and certainly not as bad as not having the holiday special, but still something that grated on the fabric of my home video collecting soul for a while. You may recall that on Cartoon Network, they aired some episodes of a series called The Yoda Chronicles. There were 3 episodes. But instead of releasing all 3 on DVD, they gave us this. Lego Star Wars The Yoda Chronicles, The Phantom Clone, and Menace of the Sith, without Attack of the Jedi, the 3rd episode on it at all. Kinda dumb, but we hoped that someday, after this cash grab, they would give us all 3. And eventually they did give us something. They gave us this. Lego Star Wars, Padawan Menace, Empire Strikes Out, and, well, this one, just collected into simpler bargain packaging. Still no Episode 3 Attack of the Jedi at all. And then we saw Lego Star Wars The Yoda Chronicles jump from Cartoon Network to Disney XD and thought, now, maybe there's a time for them to do it because the original 3 are done on Cartoon Network. We can get something that's just for them. But they sort of continued it as the Yoda Chronicles, albeit calling the stuff after Cartoon Network, once it jumped to Disney XD, the new Yoda Chronicles. That one actually got a full release of all of the new Yoda Chronicles episodes. But again, since this is essentially one long series on 2 different networks, with the new added to the stuff after the network jump, in essence what we had was episodes 1 and 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. No 3. You can find 3 on places like Disney Plus or iTunes, but never in the US did we ever see a home video release of Episode 3, Attack of the Jedi, the last episode of the regular Yoda Chronicles before the jump. And it drove me nuts. And it just struck me as this is a stupid-ass way to do it, because why put out a package of a trilogy with only the first 2 in it and never put out a trilogy set? It's like that Saga DVD pack or Saga video pack back in 2002 that they put out on VHS and DVD, where it was just Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace with no Revenge of the Sith yet because it hadn't come out yet, and that was stupid, and so was this. But you look around the world, and for the most part, again, you wouldn't find Attack of the Jedi. You would find equivalents of these, not Attack of the Jedi on home video, leaving it kind of the weird anomaly, the missing link, so to speak, in Lego Star Wars The Yoda Chronicles. But I got an email a while back, actually, about a year ago, I guess, from someone named Hattie. And Hattie was in Austria and had run across some interesting information that suggested that maybe, just maybe, such a thing might exist out there for Attack of the Jedi, just maybe not from an English-speaking region. Sure enough, Hattie reached out again after doing more research and actually finding something that fits the description. Now, I'm going to have to read off here because I don't speak German. But basically, everybody who bought a Lego Star Wars item with a minimum purchase of 20 euros from a site called Galeria-Kaufhof.de, it's Galeria-Kaufhof.de, between the 23rd of March 2015 and April 5th, 2015, was able to get a special exclusive promotional DVD. What was it? The missing freaking episode of the Yoda Chronicles. But it was available in German only, because that was a German promotion. A little bit frustrating. He's in Austria, so he knew about it, was able to find that information for me. I don't speak German, but I was still interested in it. Finally, he pointed me to a seller on a website that's basically like selling secondhand goods based out of all places, Denmark? And by doing some translation or some transactional exchange rates between English dollars and Danish krones, I was finally able to get my hands on this very elusive home video item for this missing link, albeit not in the ideal way. So thank you very much to Hattie for helping hunt this down and keeping me up to date with this during that hunt. With that help, that hole in the collection is finally filled with this item that most English fans probably have never heard of. I certainly hadn't, except for what Hattie brought to my attention. Lego Star Wars The Yoda Chronicles. That's in English. DVD symbol, English. Title there, and directly underneath it, in German, Angriff der Jedi Ritter, I guess, Promotions-DVD, DVD nicht zum Verkauf, I guess? Promotional DVD for Attack of the Jedi. Hallelujah. Yoda fighting Dooku there. The FSK rating there of 0 means for kids, right? It's kind of like the G rating. Then you got a couple of shots from the episode. On the back, German legalese, StarWars.com with English language legalese underneath, noting that this is actually made in Austria. Okay. Same imagery as on the front. This time, instead of the rating, we've got the UPC covering up some of the picture. It is a single episode, but it's the lost friggin' episode, guys. Finally! Woohoo! The disc, Lego Star Wars The Yoda Chronicles in English, title there again with promotional DVD and probably not for resale there in German. Yoda vs. Dooku, no images on the bottom, but there's your rating, DVD, and lego.com/Star Wars with a product number on the bottom and a little bit of legalese on either side. The good news is, hallelujah, Attack of the Jedi actually exists on home video, just not in an English-speaking market. Downside, no menus, no language choices, no subtitles. This is dubbed entirely in German, with no options to watch it any other way. So if you're going to watch it and you're an English speaker, you're still going to wind up needing to watch it digitally. But if you want it for your collection, by God, it exists. Believe it or not, just out of Germany. Thank you very much to Hattie for pointing this out. This was a long time coming to finally fill that gap in the collection. Again, even if it's not ideal because it's not English language, it still fills that gap. I would gladly take a non-English official release of the holiday special to fill that gap. Okay, I'm not sure gladly would go with anything for the holiday special, but pretty damn close, right? So, finally, we have an answer to what the heck is up with Attack of the Jedi for the Yoda Chronicles. Yeah, it never saw a release on home video in the US or other English-speaking markets, but there is something to fill that gap. So it's 1, 2, 3 finally, and 4 through 7. With that, we'll wrap up this episode and this hunt. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers, even in Germany, Austria, and Denmark.